Good morning, everybody. My name is Sir Raphael, and I will be teaching you environmental studies for class 4. Now, everybody, we will be continuing with lesson number 7, parts of a plant. So, previously we had learned about the root system, the different types of roots, the taproot, fibrous root, and special types of roots like water storing roots, propagating roots, aerial roots, buttress roots, and food storage roots. Now, today we will be learning about the shoot system, the upper part of the plant, the part of the plant that is above the ground. All right, so let us read a little about the shoot system. The shoot system includes all those parts of a plant that grow above the ground. Stem, leaves, and flowers form the shoot system of the plant. All these parts carry out different functions and help the plant in different ways. The stem, the first part of the shoot system. Let's learn about the stem. Stems perform many important functions for plants. They help transport water, minerals, and food to different parts of the plants. They keep the plants erect and bear leaves, flowers, and fruits. Stems of some plants, such as potato, ginger, and sugarcane, store food. Cacti stems help store water, right? Of course, because any cactus plant that grows in the deserts, they need to store extra water in the stems because there is very little water in deserts where cacti grow, right? Cacti is basically the plural for cactus. All right, so that's the stem. The stem, they transport water, minerals, and food to different parts of the plants, right? And now the next page, leaves. Leaves are of different shapes, sizes, and colors. Leaves make food for the plants. Leaves use carbon dioxide and water to make food for the plants in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. We eat leaves of many plants such as spinach, lettuce, and cabbage. Green leafy vegetables are good for health. We use the leaves of some plants such as neem and eucalyptus for medicinal purposes, right? So the leaves, they come in different shapes and sizes and colors, and they make the food for the plants, right? And leaves use carbon dioxide and water to make food for the plants in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. Leaves use chlorophyll and sunlight to make food. And of course, we eat leaves as well, like spinach, lettuce, cabbage. And then also we use them as medicines as well, right? Those are leaves. Now, flowers. When we think of flowers, bright colors and pleasant smells come to our mind. Flowers are the most attractive of the plants. There are different kinds of flowers of varied sizes, shapes, and colors. Flowers grow from buds. Buds are swollen parts that appear at the tips of the stems. Sepals are small green leaves that protect the flower buds when the buds burst open. So colorful petals spread out to form flowers, right? So have you ever seen a flower bud? It's basically before a flower grows, right? When it's still in its early stage, before it blooms into a flower, they form from flower buds, right? The buds are like swollen parts that appear at the tips of the stems, right? And then flowers help plants to produce more of their own kind. The process is called reproduction, right? Where plants make more of their kind, called reproduction. Stamen is the male part of a flower. Pollen grains are produced inside it, and then the pistil is the female part of the flower. All right, let's remember: stamen, male part; pistil, female part. Stamen, male part; pistil, female part. And then, to make a fruit, pollen from one flower is carried to another flower by wind, water, or by small insects. Large and bright flowers attract insects while, while feeding on nectar and pollen. The insects pollinate the flowers. Flowers wither off after pollination to form fruits that bear seeds. Seeds germinate to form new flowers, right? It's very interesting. So pollen from one flower is carried to another flower by wind. Okay, basically the wind blows on the flowers and then the wind carries the seeds, right? Or also by other small insects. Large and bright flowers attract insects, right? And then by feeding on the nectar and pollen, the insects pollinate the flowers. So that is how the reproduction happens in plants, right? Through the flowers. Flowers wither off after pollination to form fruits that bear seeds. Seeds then germinate to form new flowers. Right? Look at the look at the parts of a flower. Above, you have the pistil, which is the female part, and the stamen, which is the male part. And then you have the sepal that protects the bud. You have the petals, you have the filament, anther, stigma, style, and ovary, right? All of these parts help with the reproduction of the plant to form new plants. That is how they form new plants. And then we have flowers in our lives. Flowers have a special place in our lives. Places of worship use fresh flowers every day for decoration and to offer prayers. People express emotions through them on special days. For example, a bouquet for your parents on their wedding anniversary, or flowers for your grandmother on her birthday. Right? Have you ever been to a wedding? What happens at a wedding? Yeah, we decorate the halls with flowers, and then the bride throws the bouquet, and then whoever catches it, they they are expected, or they say they are the lucky ones to get married next, right? So human beings also attach different meanings to flowers as well, and we use them in celebrations. Petals of some flowers are used to make dry colors called gulal during holy celebrations. Tesu flowers are used to make orange color, while marigold flowers are used to get yellow color. Dry red hibiscus is used to make a lovely red color. Colorful patterns are made on the ground on special occasions using different colored petals. This is called pukalam. Right? Do you see the picture on the right? Yeah, do you see that colorful representation or decoration on the ground? Yeah, that's a pukalam. Flowers are used to make essences such as vanilla essence used in cakes and desserts. Others give us essential oils for making perfumes, soaps, and shampoos. Rose water and rose petals are used to flavor kheer and firni. Saffron is the pistil of the saffron flower. Saffron is a lily-like flower cultivated in many areas of Jammu and Kashmir for its kesar or pistil. It is used to flavor many exotic dishes like biryani and ras malai. Right? Have you ever been to a Hindu wedding or a Hindu temple? Yeah, you will see many flowers decorated. You will see garlands, right? Flower garlands, and the place makes a lot of use of flowers for decorations. and many other such things. And we also use flowers to make essences like vanilla extract, to be used in cakes and desserts, right? Cakes and desserts, they use vanilla extract. Vanilla extract comes from flowers. And then also different oils we get from flowers to make perfumes, soaps, and shampoos, and other such things. We use flowers for many different things. All right, so we've come to the end of the lesson. Let's try to remember what we have learned. The stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits of a plant grow above the ground and form the shoot system. The roots grow below the ground and form the root system. Plants make food through the process of photosynthesis. Roots hold the plant firmly to the soil and absorb dissolved minerals from the soil. There are two types of root systems, taproot and fibrous roots. Do you remember taproot and fibrous roots? Taproot is the main one root going to the ground, and fibrous roots are many small roots branching out, right? And then stems help transport water, minerals, and food to different parts of the plants. They also keep plants erect and bear leaves, flowers, and fruits. The food for plants is prepared in the leaves. Flowers help the plants in reproduction. They wither away to form fruits. The fruits bear seeds which produce more plants, and flowers are used for various purposes. They are used to make rangoli, gulal, and perfumes. All right. So for homework, I would like you to do exercises A, B, and C only. All right. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.